joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Good afternoon. You tune into Growing in Grace, and I'm your host, Chico Whitaker. Today, I want to talk about a project that's close to my heart, and to those that are struggling this time of season. And you might want to know what you mean to those that are struggling. Well, let me paint a picture for you. A lot of us go home every night. We eat, we watch TV, we get comfortable. We have our warm homes. We got our Christmas trees up. Some are going out shopping right now because we're 20 days before the blessed holiday of Christmas. And while we out there shopping with the hustles and bustles, making family members and friends happy with gifts, we miss opportunities to help others this time of season. Now, don't get me wrong. Last month was Thanksgiving, and there was organizations out there feeding the less fortunate, passing out food, blessing people with turkeys or meals that didn't get them through the holiday, which was Thanksgiving. But there's another group of people that's less fortunate than us. And as the Bible say, you have the poor with you always. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people that have homes and stuff, they can't hardly make it. And they live in that poverty level. But they're blessed to have a warm bed, put a cover over their heads, and have heat. So the program that I want to tell you about today is called Christmas in the Streets. This is our 6th anniversary of doing this program. The reason why we did Christmas in the Streets, it was started in 2016. Now, a lot of people might not be aware of, on May the 20th, 2016, I lost my son to a heart attack, Chico Jr. He's been on this program with me many a times. He was my rock and pillar. But he had a soft spot to help others. He had a kind heart, and sometimes people took advantage of that. But one day, him and my daughter came and got me at the hospital. We was on our way to get medicine at the pharmacy, and my son stopped and got some pizza at one of the national chain restaurants. And as he got the pizza, he ate a couple of slices. We were somewhere in the medical center area, and he got a call on his phone that someone he knew were at the NSO. They asked him, can they borrow a few dollars? And he took the person some money, and he was eating in the van. While he was eating in the van, he gave a young man named Sean some pizza, the one that he took the money to. Now, the NSO is a shelter for people that don't have a place to stay. I believe it's on 3rd or 2nd. And at that time, as he took Sean some money, loaned him, took him some money, he was eating his pizza. Sean came to our van and asked my son if can he have a slice or two. After my son had 2 slices of pizza, he wrapped some in a napkin and gave it to Sean. While they were while there was a dialogue, my son was outside the van, and the van door was open, and the pizza was sitting on the seat in the van. A Caucasian lady came up to the van because she seen Sean eating some pizza, and my son didn't know the individual, but she said, "Excuse me, sir, I haven't eaten in a couple of days. You mind if I have some pizza too?" My son it was 4 slices left. He gave her the box of pizza so she can eat also. He didn't know this person from Adam's house cat, but that was the type of person he was. I told you some time ago, my son had somebody staying in his house, and some was relatives and some was friends, and they, didn't pay rent. And he came and talked to me one day. He said, "Excuse me, Daddy, I got people older me, and they look at me in the face when they get their money, or either they don't come my way when they owe me and everything." And of course, me being a father, I was sad about it, and I didn't like it because they called themselves taking advantage of either using my son, but he had a good heart. So that was the type of person he was. So I wanted to tell him don't have no more to do with the individual, but that wasn't the godly way. So I told him just to pray for the people. But what made so bad, it was some of his own flesh and blood and some of his friends. So it was hateful for me to hear that and everything. But he was on his own, and he treated everybody equal and gave them respect. But some people took it for weakness. Now I'm back to the story at hand. After he gave the lady some pizza, we stayed around for a few more minutes as he talked to his friend, and I talked to Sean because I knew him from a previous time in life. And my son had a certain heart attack, May the 20th, and he died. After he died, we were at a funeral home on Mac, and it's no longer there. But I was outside the funeral home, and some girls from Martin Luther King told me, "I hate that Chico had passed because he used to carry my books and get boys off of me when they tried to bully me and everything." And the funeral home was packed. So people came out to show their love and their gratitude towards him. Now I'm back to Christmas in the Streets. The reason we started that because it was out of the love of my son and how he helped people and didn't mind giving them the shirt off his back. So we started Christmas in the Streets. Now, I'm going to read you some of my notes, but before I do that, I'm going to elaborate on what we did the first year. The first year, Christmas in the Streets, December 2016, we started about 4 o'clock, and it was snowing very bad. We had about 40 backpacks. Now, in the backpacks was a Bible. Um, I believe we had a whole Bible. Later on, we got New Testaments. We had a Bible. We had 2 bottles of water, a couple sandwiches. We had hats, gloves, apples, uh, oranges. I don't know if I said socks earlier, but we had socks, hats, and gloves in the backpack. It was about eight things in 2016. We have been saving since, I say, maybe September. And when I say we, it was me and my family members. My wife Rose, my daughter Shayna, and at that time I believe I had all of my boys staying with me: Trevon, Anthony, Desmond, Dominic, and Jalen. So it was the 8 of us stuffing bags. We went out there and it was cold. It was freezing. We started over by 8 Mile near Northland. We went went straight out 8 Mile to Eastland. And we was hitting up the people under the bridges, the highways and edges, just giving them bags of food. The following year we did in 2017. But that first year, we was out there for maybe about 5 hours. The following year, we did in 2017, then 18. Now, in 2018, we brought in the Horizon. We went from west 8 Mile to east 8 Mile, over by Harper Woods. Then we went around I-94 because we was catching people on the corner. From there, we went over by the medical center and over by the Easter Market. Last year we seen several people sleeping out by a store near Russell. And some of them had blankets on, set up like a tent. We served them. We served people at Mount Elliott near this church. And one time we seen the bread basket where the Salvation Army was giving out food and everything. But every year the people was, glad to see us. One year I went to my credit union in Highland Park, and I came up second or third. It was an individual with a buggy sleeping in the alley. And this was a lady and everything. We asked her, did she need anything, and we gave her a bag, but these was the laundry bags with zippers, and it had a lot of things in there. Now, the reason why I'm telling y'all this, because we've been doing this for 6 years, and it's sort of becoming a financial dilemma. Well, let me rephrase that. It's coming to be a little difficult, but we're still doing it and everything. And today, I want to appeal for your help. For those that's believing that we are brother's keeper, and it takes a village to raise a child, and everyone else. We don't want you to feel like the Scrooge this year. If you want to give a donation or some food, I call on you to help us. And I'm going to give you a number today, and for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to give you a number to join. And that number is 313-221-4162. I give it to you again at the end of the broadcast. And this is this is about Christmas in the streets. And I know some people hate to help others out there. And we tell them to get a job. And, we rationalize to ourselves that these people are a damn fool. Why would you say that? I was with an individual one time, and I was carpooling. It was an individual on the corner. Then the window was down to the car I was in. And the person that was driving, this lady say, I'm not going to give this person some money because all they're going to do is buy drugs. And I didn't say nothing because I was in that person's car. But who are us? Who are we to judge? Whether they out there honestly or down in their luck. We need to help one another. That's the only way our society is going to make it. Little do they know, the ones that say these people are damn fools or they need a job or they need to do this or that. We are our brother's keeper. As we weather the change, death is calling the homeless. Now think about that. Death is calling the homeless. The pain travels through their hearts. Their feet get chill. And their brain shuts down. And I'm talking about frostbite. Frostbite takes over. Then they are gone. Yes, when you get rigor mortis, you're through. The Whitakers has been feeding the less fortunate for many years. Now we need your help. These are some of the people I'm calling on because I work with individuals and I went to the Million Man March. So I'm calling on you brothers to help out. AT&T, some of the organizations, I need your help also. Amazon, my former cast members at MGM, where I worked over 7.5 years. I'm looking for some of these citizens from the suburbs to help us out. Boy Scouts of America, which I was affiliated with that organization for almost 25 years on and off as being a Cub Scout, Boy Scout, Assistant Scout Master, and Scout Master from the Thunderbird troops at People's Community Church and at Lipke Elementary. So I'm calling on the Boy Scout troops. Factory workers. A lot of you might be getting bonuses either this year or in February. You can help out also. I'm calling out store clerks. If you'd like to do something for us, we need your help. My church members, not only my church members, but church members that's been on this program and churches that I've been affiliated over the years. I can't call them out because it's been over 25, and if I call them out, I might forget some of them. So I don't want to forget, so I can't call them out. But you know me, Brother Whitaker. Walmart managers. Sometimes you might have sweaters that you send in back or discontinue or just giving them away. We can use your help. Comcast employees, McDonald's people, Little Caesars, White Castle, KFC, Burger King, Arby's, where are you? Anyone who likes to prepare a hot meal, we need your help so we can reach the homeless. While we will pick up the food or whatever you want to donate, be it clothing, gloves, or a monetary cash. We can pick that up. or you can go with us from 3 to 6, Christmas Day. Please donate. You will be blessed helping someone else who's less than fortunate than you are. We can, if you want to prepare some food for them or sandwiches, it would be greatly appreciated. Some people need food to eat because they don't get a warm meal. And also, the shelters have so much space, but there's thousands of people that can't get to that area, and they freeze to death. We give to the NSO, the shelter on 3rd. We give toys, continuous exercise bikes, hats, towels. We take shoes and big bags of clothing. 2 cots on Peterborough, Detroit Rescue Mission, and the Salvation Army at Fort near WC3. This is what we do throughout the year. Christmas in the Streets can't survive without your help. My family has been doing it for 6 years as a memorial to my late son, Chico Garden Jr. Martin Luther King High School. A lot of you remember him. He played sports there for a short time, football, and he had asthma, so he was cut from the team. And of his friends, any of his friends who can join us, we will be greatly appreciated. We don't have sponsors, and we could use your help. Thank you for your time and effort to donate, to give. Call me at 313-221-4162. Christmas in the Streets. We need you. Thank you. God bless you, and happy holidays.